Welcome to Mudding with BEAGS, episode 29. This week in the news, the Good Roads movement, because in the 1800s we could build big-ass Tartarian brick buildings, yet in 1914, this is the technology we used to smooth down roads. Also in the news, Tay Bridge, built in 1882, Scotland. And Mr. Contractor, this one used 10 million bricks. Add that to the list. Thank you. This week's episode brought to you by Snack Mask, because some people will buy anything. Beagle, roll the credits. Let's go mudding.
What is it? Is it treasure map?
Charleston, South Carolina, Bouffane Street, the quarters. This is in 1937. And I just thought this was interesting because this shows how this is a brick bottom here with a stone looking facade. So it's a fake facade. You can see the same thing over here. I thought that was interesting. I wouldn't say that these qualify as mudflood windows, although using brick as a foundation is not a good idea, so this building probably goes down into the ground. And these fellows look like they have taken up residence in this house, which looks like it has gone to absolute hell. Anywho, Atlanta, Georgia. This is Railroad Depot office in 1864. And this is pretty wild. Look at that. Who the hell would build like that? Does that make any sense at all? Intelligence or office? Get your liquor and wine. Old train. This is back during the Civil War. That could be soldiers' housing right there. I guess they were quartering them as they were destroying the cities. They weren't fighting wars. Got a ghost man here, but look at these mudflood doors. I mean, what idiot would build that building like that? I mean, literally, this guy could, if he could jump high enough, he could grab that window and jump right in the window. You know, if he was like basketball player, athletic. But I mean, this is just ridiculous. These doors, look at this. We got a door above a door. I mean, it's probably a window, but still, yeah, that's a window. But still, I mean, this is just ridiculous. This is horse shit to a new level. I mean, seriously. That's crazy. I can't make it up. Battery Park Hotel, Asheville, NC in 1902. I just thought this was some beautiful architecture. In my home state, in North Kakalaki, in case you know where that is. Very nice architecture. A lot of interesting things going on in Asheville. Asheville's very floody. Very mud floody. Look at the hill there. That's interesting. Oh, it's got hills because it's a mountain. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Whatever. Moving on. I don't know what to tell you. Binghamton, New York. I hope I'm saying that right. 1905 Security Mutual Life Insurance Building. And let's see what we got going here. Wow, look at that. Now that's a water fountain. I wonder if it's gas or electric. Good question. Don't know. What is this contraption? Some sort of gas light or something? What the hell is that? No. Is it water that comes out of that? That's weird. I ain't never seen one of those. Oh, got pavement light in case you need to have evidence of the mud flood. And there's Fred right there. Fred is the horse that built America. And I know it doesn't look like a horse, but I'm telling you, that's a Fred. He's moving so fast building America. He's like freaking Santa Claus, man. I mean, how else would one horse or a horse or a whole 1,000 million horses build America like this? It's because they move fast. That's the only way they did it. They did it like Santa Claus. I got that figured out. Got a ladder lean here. I mean, that's how the horse built America. Now, does that dog hunt right there, does that look right to anyone? Bueller? See, these are facades. See the brick? This is a brick building with a facade. It looks like stone building. It ain't no stone building. It's facaded. It's brick. This is horse shit we're doing here. Well, what the hell they're doing here? They're retrofitting this. They stole this building and they're fixing it up. See, there's pavement light. Got an 8-point asterisk. That's this, I believe, is the symbol for flat Earth. You got the vertical and the horizontal. The horizontal represents the flat Earth. The vertical, and that represents the north and the south. And the X represents the Taurus. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it until I see something better. Coal hole cover. Got a drop it in underground right there. Got a fella hiding mud flood. Looks like he might be installing that nasty ass awning on there. That's beautiful. Oh my. Look at that. That's purty. That's purty. I don't know what in the world that's got going on there. What they got going over here? Big ass columns. Those are Taurus fields right there. Laurel leaf of control. Phoenician shell. Wonder if these had something on originally and they were scrubbed. Like the cartouches. Could be. Don't know. I do not know. There's those weird balls again. I see them all over the place. Oh, there's your Tartarian lion. Scrubbed cartouches. Boy, that's amazing looking. There's those balls again. I don't know what those balls are about. I think there's some sort of technology. There's the dripping plant or fruit or whatever the hell it is. I see that all over the place. There it is again. Scrubbed cartouche. Got the corn. That's tech right there. That cornice. Scrubbed cartouches. Wow. What a building. See, it's brick. Brick. So we've got to add these to the list of bricks that we're adding up. So we can figure out, you know, the total number of bricks that were used back in the 1800s. Got an ether antenna right here. Those are cool. That's Moorish looking building. Arched windows. That could be pavement light inside that platform right there. They would make these raised platforms and then put pavement light in them, but I can't tell. But it's definitely covering the mud flood right there. This is hollow underneath. There's a vault under here. Okay, that looks like I've seen that one. Birmingham, Alabama, 1906, Jefferson County Courthouse. Okay, and there's Fred. He's done delivery. He's taking care of business. There's Wilbur's cousin. Yep. That's one of Fred's girlfriends. He's got many. He got a whole harem. There's his other girlfriend. We won't tell each other. They don't know about each other, so y'all keep that quiet. Keep that between us. Got windows down here on ground level because that makes sense. Slow. I ain't going slow. We ain't got time for slow. We got to get these globalists kicked in the nuts. We ain't got time for this. Scrubbed cartouches, crappy ass awnings. Oh my. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's nice. That's pretty. Ooh, it just gets better as you go up. Got a portal. Man, I don't know what's that. Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. Damn, Mr. Contractor, give me a quote on just this section right here. I need a quote on that. Oh my goodness. There it is again. Give me a quote on that one too. Oh man. That's a very Moorish looking building. That is beautiful. Dang. Got an eagle. Eagle represents the phoenix. Got a portal. Arched windows. More arched windows. Man, what in the hell? Who built? Whoa. This thing just keeps going on up. Oh. Now I saw a video. I got it up on my MeWe page talking about ancient tech wind air conditioning. And I'm starting to wonder if these towers right here are actually air conditioners. And you'll have to go watch that video to see what it's about. But that it basically, the wind comes in and it swirls it around and then moves it through the building. And then there's another one and it goes out. And it has to do with keeping air heating and cooling in summer and winter, and it uses fountains and stuff. Oh man, it was really interesting. That's a good video. Hit me up if you're interested. I'll find that video. I got it. Portals, cupola with a big old ether antenna. But seriously, that's something we need to look into in this community, is these wind air conditioners on these old world buildings. Because I think that there might be something to that. I just saw that today, and I tell you what, that is some interesting stuff. Look at the design work on that roof. That's crazy. Is that a skylight? We would have added that cross. Alright, okay. Boston, Massachusetts, 1908. Hotel Westminster. Okay. Alrighty. Got your Jesus symbol here. Quote unquote, I would say. That reminds me of the winged disc, even though it's got a head in it. That's a Taurus. That boy got him a big old sword. That sword's as tall as him almost. There's look at that. We added that right there. That's not. This is the original. This is the original, but this is the added. This is a very Moorish building here. Portals. Excuse me. Portholes. I'm country. Somebody call me out on that. They're right. What does that say? Cafe. I can't read it. Anyways, that's Mudflood hole right there. Damn. That looks Phoenician. Jeez. Look at them fellas right there. Them ladies. Them wild, man. It's like a shell right there. Picture's not clear enough to really... Good grief. Man, who the hell could build like this? Man, this is a Salvador Dali painting. Oh, goodness. I can't take this anymore. Man, jeez. Man, look at these pictures. Makes you feel like you've been rode hard, put up wet. It's crazy. I mean, seriously. What? Look at that horseshit sign compared to this beautiful art. That's, man. You got to be tripping. What you got to smoke to think that sign is going to look good on that building? You're so damn stupid. That's crazy. Phoenician shell. I wish this was clear. Man. I can't see the detail, but that thing, I can tell it's crazy. Look at the holy majoli. That right there's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I ain't joking. Those are cool cars. Big ass arches. Damn. Arches all the way up. I tell you what now, that might be the Sub Rosa, but I can't tell. Wow. Okay, moving on. Buffalo, New York, 1905. Hotel Iroquois. Dr. Kennedy. Okay. Alrighty. There's Fred right there. Fred's the horse to build America, in case you ain't gathered that. Very important to understand these things. That's Boss Man right there. That's pavement light that he's standing on right there. That's coal hole cover right there. Dropping it underground right there. And what else you gonna show us? Arched windows. Woo! I mean, seriously. Who could build this? You know, it'd be okay. It'd be one thing if there was one building like this, you know, just one in each city. Let's say one in each city. Okay, you'd say, okay, one in each city per 100 years. Okay, we can, you know, deal with building one building like this. No problem. Okay. But that's not the case. There's hundreds of thousands of buildings like this around the world in the same time period. Supposedly. You know, look at that wrought iron work. Jeez Louise. We've looked at this building before, but still, this is a different angle. I do believe. Definitely. The white dental parlors. Okay, so Bliss Brothers. Huh. Alright. Children portraits. Surprised I don't read orphan children. Alright, man. Let's move on. Charleston, South Carolina City Hall. It's on Broad Street in 1865. Got a hole in the building, and you can see the building is facaded. See, they've facaded it to look like stone. So you can see it right there. Looks like stone, but it's not. It's brick. Brick, brick, brick. It's all brick. Brick, brick, brick. We got a door above ground level. The ground level's here, or the new ground level, I should say. So we're going to put a door up in that air like that. Alright. Of course, that could be a window. I don't know. How does it open? It might be a window. I don't know. I can't tell. Hard to tell. Anyways, look at that thing. What is that? That's some sort of tech. Looks over here too, over here too, over here too. Got our actors here. They're acting. Yes. Their job was to dismantle, destroy, rape, pillage, and maim anything in sight. Hide what was here. Destroy everything they could. Hide the Mudflood. That was what the job of the Civil War boys was. and they had the cover of the blue and the gray. You had the blue team and the gray team. They probably had competitions to see who could destroy the most. It's a cover story. Circa Chicago 1910 Dearborn Street Station. And I first noticed that Fred is on job. A lot of people seem to like Fred. He's a good old boy. Gold dust. Okay. Adopt gold dust. What the hell are y'all talking about? I don't know. That's a weird picture. Okay, moving on. As always, the pictures will be in the description. Look at that. See those marks right there? That's them trying to cover that fella out of the picture. A ghost figure, but arc light. Big old arches. We got wrought iron work. Arc light. Arched windows over there in the back. It's very Moorish looking there. Here's another one of those towers. I'm starting to wonder if these things are some sort of air conditioning system. I'm talking about the areas where the air goes in. These pieces here where the air would come in and it would move through the building. You got to see that video. I'll probably post a link to that video if I remember in the description, because that video was really cool. So anyways, it's on my Mudflood MeWe page. Join the Mudflood Club, and look how we crappily have replaced these tiles. That's pretty right there. That is a beautiful roof. That is a quality roof. Yeah, join the Mudflood Club. You can share, data and information, pictures, videos. You can chat with folks. Meet people. Learn things. It's not for me, it's for everybody. That's interesting right there. They've photoshopped that a little bit. That line right there. That one too. Interesting. Cincinnati 1909 Chester Park. This is the Tickler ride. Woohoo! That's the circle punks. Represents the creator. Vaudeville. Sun symbology. I mean, look at this thing. It goes boom, 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 round and around, spinning around. That's like teacups on crack. See, I ain't getting in that. 4 hats. Remodeled, not as rough as last season. Okay. Saltwater taffy. Popular price luncheon. Probably an ether antenna back there. Everybody got bowler hats. They loves them bowler hats. Yeah, you know what's going on. You know you stole this place. Frazzle. Okay, alright, that's just something weird. Cincinnati, Ohio, 1905, Central Union Station. And this is on my list of proofs for Mudflood. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Let's look at this you know, Fred right here, he's on the job, Wilbur behind him, and he's got his whole family working today. You know, very important. Beer hall. Okay, let's see what we got going up here. I don't know. Working on something down here. That's a big old building right there. Is that part of that building? I don't know. Might be. Yeah, I think it is. Got portholes there. Ether antenna on top. Got a drop into the Mudflood here. Another drop into the Mudflood. Another drop into the Mudflood. Another drop into the Mudflood. Arches below ground, because that makes sense. That's Boss Man. That might be pavement light right there. And I know that this is hollow. This is a vault. I know that from my research. That's a coal hole cover, so that's definitely a vault there. Got a drop in the Mudflood right here. And a big old drop you can see below the ground. There's the ground level, and it goes down below. You see that there? And they'll say, oh, they built this because it's the trains. It's Central Station. They have the trains coming underneath. That's true. That's true. But why does it need to be so fancy underground? Why is that like that? And why do you cover it over here and not over here? You know? There's more to this, though. We'll get there in a minute. Scrub cartouche. Porthole. Arch windows. Ether antennas. Ether fencing. Floor to lee right there. Ether antenna with mercury ball. Sun symbology pyramid. Portal. Crappy awnings. We did that. We love adding crappy awnings. I believe this is part of the air conditioning system, these windows right here. I used to think that we added these, and I don't think so anymore. I think that those are original. I think they are part of the air conditioning system. I think the air would come in these right here and in through the portals, depending on the building, is how it came in. They had different systems, and the systems were designed per location. They were different per climate, per region, per location of the building, height, all kinds of things. Got their antennas up there. But I believe the air came in these windows, these portals, and it circulated there were areas inside the walls that the air would allow the air to move from floor to floor to floor, and it would carry air through, and it was air conditioning. And then it could be run over cool water, like through the under the ground, and it would cool the air. I'm telling you, man, these old world people, they had their act together. They knew what was going on. They knew which way was up. Okay. Anyways, what I'm going to tell you is today this building is gone. I know this for a fact. But there is one piece, one thing that's still left. And what they did, you can find pictures of this today. This wall right here, this from here to here, is still there. They left it there as like a memorial to the building. But what's even more interesting is there's a highway here, okay? that goes down. And when you go down here and go around and go back down here, there's a parking lot. This is a parking lot today. Okay, so we got rid of this beautiful building here to put a parking lot in, because we need parking more than we need beautiful buildings. That's for sure. Obviously, somebody's got that figured out. But what's interesting is that underneath where this wall is, the arches are still there. Here. I don't know about here. I don't remember if they're here, but they're here. There's arches under here. Okay? That means there's arches underneath this building, and you say there's evidence of the coal hole cover here, evidence of this is pavement light here, okay? So we know this is a vault. We know this is hollow, okay? And the reason they did it is covered in mud flood, okay? So what I'm telling you is that this is evidence, this is proof of buried buildings right here. You can go look into this. Cincinnati Central Station, Central Union Station, is still there today. All right, moving on. Oh, that's our antenna. Let me make sure. Okay, moving on. This was also Cincinnati, Ohio, 1905. Up the hill by trolley. This is a funicular on one of the city's most famous inclined railways. They're called funiculars, and it was a way to go up and down, transport up and down. They had, obviously, there's Fred. See, Fred gets around. Fred is the horse, I'm telling you. And they could. There's a trolley going up and down. There's another trolley. I mean, this was high tech, man. This ain't simple engineering. That's really complicated stuff, I think. Really cool. I'm sure about somebody go, oh, that's easy to figure out. That's easy to do. You know what? If you put me out there and told me to build that, I wouldn't know where to start. I'm going to be honest. I would be confused. It might come easy to some people. Just like Mudflood comes easy to me. It don't come easy to a lot of folk. If you can see it, you can see it. If you can't, you can't. Just keep staring at it. It'll come to you. Ether antennas. Fence in there. Ether antennas there. Ether fence in there. Could be a greenhouses. Alright. Look at the detail on those windows. That's cool. Okay. Moving on. This is circa 1900 water tower in Dwight, Illinois. Unusual columnar design with a brick base topped by a weather vane and lights. A sort of smokestack lighthouse water tower hybrid. That's what it's labeled. Okay. Ether antenna there. Look at this thing. That's nice brickwork right there. There's some more nice brickwork. Changes over here. That looks like the water tower. That must be metal there. And this thing is just... what? I don't know what that is. Call it a lighthouse. I don't know what that's got to do with a lighthouse. I don't know. These smokestacks were not smokestacks. There's Fred. Fred gets around. I'm telling you. Mudflood Winters back there in the background. Big old arch. Arc light. Alright, well, I don't know. Circa 1902, post office at St. Paul, Minnesota. Minnesota? Oofda. Okay. Let's see. Got Mudflood Winters down there. Big ass arches. In case little people need a big arch. Mudflood Winters, Mudflood Winters, Mudflood Winters, Mudflood Winters. I'm on repeat. There's Fred. Fred is the horse that built America. In case you didn't know, we got some remodeling over here. Got to clear out the old and bring in the new. Big old building back here. Big old arches. That thing's a castle. We probably added that. That's probably the air conditioning system there. I think the way I understand it, that like this would be the input of the air conditioner and this would be the output. But I'm just learning about this a little bit, so bear with me on that one. Looks like they've removed something here. I does believe that is badass. Badass. Man. Ether antennas. Wanted Henry Kissinger for war crimes. Oh, anyways. Circa 1905, the Ayers Building, Indianapolis, Indiana. The LS Ayers and Company department store. Okay. There's Fred. Fred's delivering. As usual, Fred gets around. He does the, building of America. In case you weren't aware. And Boss Man is going to work right there. There's a dog, which is a rarity. I think they probably ate all the dogs. There's Wilbur. Wilbur's hanging out. And this gentleman is standing on what is known as pavement light. And pavement light is glass prisms that they put in the sidewalks to shoot light under the building. And that is a steel frame with glass laid into concrete. Just so you know. And they started failing and turned purple because they solarized. And they yanked them out because they suck. And this is Flat Earth asterisk, my symbol for, the flat Earth. The world in which we live in, because it's not a ball. In case you didn't know that, just letting you know, we don't live on a basketball. We do, however, live in a land that does not have lions except the ones that we brought here and put in cages, but we have lions all over the buildings because it was a representation of the old world, otherwise known as Tartaria. Anywho, let's go over here and look, see what we've got going on. More pavement light over here. That could be pavement light, but not sure. Can't see it good enough. Sanderson School. Scrubbed cartouche over there. Wow, look at that detail there. Ether fencing with an ether antenna. There's those weird balls. These have detail on them. There's an unscrubbed cartouche with an A all over it. That's very interesting. I suspect, and this is just my thinking, and I don't have any proof for this, just my thinking at this moment, is that it's quite possible that the language in America was English. And that's why you see so much of stuff like this. And that the names of things are in English. That the English language was already, here and used, and I don't know. I can't prove it. It's just my thinking right now. There's Pooper Scooper Man. He gets the, the horse poo up because Fred's busy. Fred's got to eat, And that is prism glass, and that shoots light into the building also. It's on this is called a transom. And that is pretty right there. Good grief. That is old world. Pyramids. The iron block. Bank. That's weird right there. That looks like something we manipulated right there to me. Look at this side and then look at that side. That's odd. I bet they removed something right on top here. Onion dome with portholes. That's probably an air conditioning system. Air conditioning, hot and cold, y'all. I'm not just talking about, you know, a cool air. I'm talking about cooling the freaking air and heating the air. Like they had something going on. That's coal hole cover there. Look how big the doorways are. Absolutely ridiculous. Makes no sense that you would build this way. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I always wondered growing up, like, why would you build, you know, why would you put a big ass door on a building? It's just kind of weird. Now I know why. Circa 1905, Tombs Prison, New York. The view down Center Street at Leonard Street. And of course, Fred's on the job. He's done his delivery. He is getting ready to go have him a bale of hay. And this fella's going to sell the papers sitting on what's called pavement light. In case you don't know what pavement light is, do the research. It is proof of mud flood. If you're wondering, what is the mud flood and how did they cover it up? Look at pavement light. It's there. Look into it. You got to do the footwork. You can't. It ain't gonna come to you if you just sit there and wait for somebody to bring it to you. I'll guarantee you that. I ain't learned about the mud flood just sitting there watching somebody else's videos. I went out and did my own footwork. I did my own research. And if you want to understand the mud flood, you're gonna have to do the same. You're gonna have to get off your keister because boss man's on the job. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do the footwork. You can't expect to find that video explaining the mud flood and every aspect of it. It doesn't exist. I mean, people tried. People tried to make that video. It doesn't work. You can't make that video. It's too big a subject. So what we do is we take it bit by bit. If you want to understand it, really understand it, you're going to have to do the footwork. You're going to have to do the research. You're going to have to read. You're going to have to watch a million, bajillion videos. You're going to have to do something besides sit there on your ass and wait for somebody to bring it to you. It ain't going to come that way. I'm just telling you right now. I'm being honest with you. Big old smokestack down smokestack. I was get back down here and get down there, going on, see what's going on with these fellas. They up to no good here. I'm just telling you that you got to do the work. You know, good things come to those that put their effort into it. There's you know, drop down in mud flood right here. You know, you can't see down there, but there was something here they've covered up. You know, that's very Moorish looking. Arc light. That is a castle in New York City. Man. I mean, this world is just trippy. Ether antenna. Ether was bringing in the electricity. Tartarian lion. Representing the old world. There's another one. Scrubbed something or another there. Ether antenna. With an eagle, otherwise known as a phoenix, on a mercury ball. Part of the free energy system. That is a hell of a building there. I'm guessing we added these bars. Look at that ether antenna. Jeez. There's another one. And another one. Okay. Moving on. Circa 1910. It's Crescent City Masonic Temple, New Orleans. Wow. That's unexpected to see in New Orleans. It's like out of place. That's a coal hole cover there. Arc light. These corner stores are a trip to me. These corner entrances. That's odd. Bicycles. Big old arch. Electrical contractor. That's Mr. Contractor's office, I guess. Art glass. Wood preserver. Tar products. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that horse shit right there. Well, Mr. Contractor bid on that and got the job, I can tell right now. No doubt. Man, look at that. So this is the building that they would have coordinated the cover up of the Mudflood. Because Freemasons, they don't know anything about masonry, but they know everything about covering up secrets. That is their thing. That's what they do. As the boss man's up no good there. Look how crappy those awnings look. Well, that's a hell of a symbol right there. I don't know what that is though. That's pretty. That's nice brickwork right there. Look at that. Damn. Look at, man, look at the symbology in that thing. Dang. Was that a rose window? Jeez. Yeah, it's weird because the Masons up from what I've seen in most cities, not all, but most cities, they don't really go for the best buildings. They go for I don't know. They don't go for the most elaborate building. Little king looking dude. I don't know. That's probably got something to do with ether. Jeez. That's a hell of a building. There's your Masonic symbology right there. Very interesting. That looks weird to me. That looks weird and that looks weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just the angle of the photograph. I don't know. Doesn't that look like it should be pointed? I don't know. They're both... I don't know. That's weird. We added these fire escapes right here. Oh, there's you some scaffolding. Looks like they're stuccoing over the brick there to hide it. Oh yeah, we made this here. I mean, that's something we could do. Okay. Circa 1910, train concourse, Union Station, Washington, D.C. And first thing I notice is that is flat earth asterisks on the doors. All the way down. In case you need those. Know what, kind of earth you're living on. Everybody moving around real fast. A lot of brick there. Count them bricks, Mr. Contractor. Get them on the list. They need to count every brick. They know about every little brick. Oh yeah, flat earth asterisks on the ceiling. All over the ceiling, because, they want to make sure you know where you're at. They want you to know this is the flat earth. Well, we're not going to tell you. We're going to tell you live on a ball, but you don't. You live on a flat Earth. Just saying. Fort Pulaski, Georgia, interior view of the breach, 1862. So this would be probably a star fort, I'm assuming. And this fella, he don't know his ass from his elbow. He don't know what the hell a cannon does. He's thinking about taking a ride on it, but he's just not sure. He don't know how to operate it. And I am just fascinated by the interior of these buildings. Look at the brickwork very carefully on the corners. That is insanely good. Now, I can't say that. I mean, a bricklayer might be, oh, I can do that. That's easy. I can do that cutting bricks and angles and get them all angled up and put rod and place into an arch. No problem. It's okay. No big deal. But you know what? I think you'd be selling me a lie, because I think that's hard. Look how they do. Little brick there. Look how it's done. They're not all the same. They're not laid out. They got them going this way, and then they got them that way. It's crazy. I've never seen it. That seriously. Look at that and study that for. Look at that. Now, you gonna tell me that's easy to do? Kiss my ass. Gateway Pyramid of round shot between 1860 and 1870. And it's the same area, just two photographs taken one after another. These are stereoscopic photographs or something like that, or taken at the same time or something. I don't know why they did this. And they're slightly off cue, and then they would, sometimes you'll see these things and they'll have them back and forth, making it look like it's moving, which I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't know. These cannonball things, I just don't know. And what the hell is this thing? There's your cannons that aren't cannons. They don't fire. What you doing, man? You just hanging out? Are you on this side of the picture? No, you're not. I wonder where you went. I don't know. They took some weird photographs back then. We got Hennepin County, Minnesota, circa 1908, Minneapolis Post Office. Because when the Pony Express needs to deliver the mail, it needs this. So, anywho, boss man's on the job. Got a two-man band. Got Mudflood Winders. Got stairs we added. Got big old arched doors. Hush it. Chihuahua's getting frisky. There's Fred. Fred's on the job. And they got a mud flood hole right here. Drop down in there. Let's see. That's weird. Okay, that I can't tell for sure, but that's got the telltale signs of pavement light right there. Let's see. Oh, wait. Let's see. Go back here. That's their antennas back there. That's a Moorish looking building there. Wow, those buildings are so cool like that. That style. The Moors were in America, no doubt. When we parked our Mayflower up their ass, they were here. Yep. They were here. Phoenician shell, clocks are expensive. That's probably part of the air conditioner system right there and there. Same thing here and here. Part of the air conditioning system. Scrubbed cartouche. Probably capacitors of some sort. Phoenician wave. Taurus. Coal hole cover there and there. We added those steps. Phoenician wave right there. Porthole there and there. I would imagine that's part of the air conditioning system and was probably modified at some point to be a window or something to that effect. Anywho, wowzers. Hot Springs, Arkansas, 1908. Army and Navy General Hospital. Yeah, okay. Get the bathhouse. That's how folk got their bath. They went to the bathhouse. You didn't have indoor plumbing, you know. Got a drop down into the Mudflood right there, just leaning on it. Big old domes. I mean, look at that thing. That thing is buried. Does that not look like the top of a building? And not... That's not... That is the top. That's the roof of a building. That's not the building. Somebody go find that building, go down in the basement, see what's down there. Get back to me on that one. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We got the Mudflood here. I mean, you know, they just... That's crazy. We probably built this stairway here because this thing goes down the ground, I bet. Look at them ether antennas up there. That's part of the air conditioning system right there. We got ether antenna right there. Ooh. Whoa, baby. See now, look at that horse shit right there. Look at that flagpole horse shit. I mean, come on. Man. What a weird little area. So weird. Independence Hall, Philadelphia, 1900. That looks Mercury right there. Is probably bringing in the air for the air conditioning system. Clocks are expensive. Anybody remember the movie National Treasure? They went up in here and looked out here, and then they came down here and got out the glasses, which are in the opening to my videos, if you remember. And that came from inside this piece right here. Just a little movie trivia. And that's pretty right there. And what we got over here? And looks like there might be some muddy floody right there. Got some muddy floody right here, and that is a bad picture, but that looks like an arched window right there, and there, and there, and there, and that is Mudflood right there. But what really drew me on this picture and just floored me was that Independence Hall was a mud flooder. Ah! But how you like them apples? Independence Hall, where they signed the Declaration of Independence, quote unquote, blah blah blah, is a mud flutter. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I mean, you know, I didn't know. Learned that looking through these pictures. Mud flood winter there. Look at that pretty building back there. I can't read that. 18. That looks like it says 1836, and that looks like it says 1866. That's interesting. Ether fencing, ether antenna with mercury ball, ether antenna with mercury ball there. Anyways, so yeah, Independence Hall is a mud flutter. Whatever, who cares? Indianapolis, Indiana, 1904, Imperial Hotel. And that building looks short to me. And Fred is on the job, as usual. I mean, you would not expect any less from him. That is some horseshit that we have done. You know, it has diamond symbology. It's interesting, but those are mud flood windows. Dog, you don't see dogs much. Pretty cool. Let's see, mud flood window holes. Look at that door. Ooh. Oh, I bet somebody paid some pennies for that. They had to break the piggy bank on that one. Wow, look at those. Look at those right there. Those are freaking bad. Wow. Those are some cool balconies, man. That's a Moorish looking building. Arc light there. Look at that Esser fencing. Wow. What in the hell, man? What does that mean? Phoenician shell. Oh, those are beautifully done right there. Wow. Ether antenna. Wow, that's trippy right there. That could be the Sub Rosa right there, maybe. I don't know. Hard to tell. There's the Phoenician lady. I call her that because I don't know what else to call her. She probably has a name. It's probably rude of me not to call her by name. If you know her name, let me know. The Phoenician lady. That's creepy. Okay. A Mudflood window back here. Another one over here. That's an obelisk right there. So that would be an ether antenna. Alright. Indianapolis, Indiana, circa 1907, West Market Street. And that is definitely an obelisk. You know that thing is huge. And this is an important part of these. A lot of these have been removed. These corner pieces here. These post light posts. A lot of them have been removed. So they had some sort of technical purpose. We would have added these Civil War horseshit statues. Hard to tell what's original. I mean, I doubt any of that shit's original. That's probably shit we've added. All that shit right there. What I'm interested in is this sucker right here. 1865. Okay, so in 1865, y'all had the ability to lift this heavy stone up and mount it. Okay, this thing comes apart in pieces now. Now it's hard to tell how this one comes apart, but from the last one that I looked at into Raleigh, this, like, the base was one piece, and you'd have, this would be one piece, and this would be one piece, and maybe even this would be on this, but this might be one piece, and then this would be one piece. But how in the hell did you get that? That thing's probably 75 feet in the air. I don't know. How did you get that in 1865 up there? How did you lift it? Because they can barely lift it down today, and it's a lot easier to go down than it is to go up. I'm just saying. This boss man going to work. There's a Mudflood hole right there. Ether balls, light ball lights. Eagle on a ball. Eagle being the phoenix. Ether antenna. Hotel English. There's Fred. Fred's on the job, as usual. I mean, you wouldn't expect Fred to be anywhere else other than on the job. He's working all the time. How the hell is she expected to get all this built? He's forced to build America. I mean, come on now. How you expect to get anything else done? I mean, he barely has time to be, messing with his girlfriends. And Mrs. Fred, my goodness, he barely gets time with her. And he's got a bunch of childrens. And Fred's a busy horse. He gets around. Ladies in uniform. Bowler hats everywhere. Bowler hats for all. I think everybody was issued a bowler hat when they got here. They sure did like them things. I need me a bowler hat. I wish I had a bowler hat. I want a real bowler hat. real bowler hat. I think that'd be cool. A thinking cap. That's what I need. A bowler hat thinking cap. And after fencing up there, porthole there. Probably turned into a window, but it's probably part of the air conditioning system. A lot going on in this photomograph. Ether antenna, ether fencing. Wow. Look at those tracks. Okay. 1940, Manawak, Wisconsin. And it's a pretty plain picture, but I mean, seriously. 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 Does that make sense? Think about that. Get back to me. Kansas City, Missouri, 1906, Convention Hall. So we need a convention hall the size of, the space station, like, fake set or something. I mean, in 1906, because we're going to have enough conventioning to do that. And Fred's on the job. Got Wilbur with him today. And look at the size of those arches. I mean, good grief. Mr. Contractor built that right there. He's good at that. He can build a stick frame now. Gets out his nail gun, nail guns it up. Pop, 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 pop. No problem. No problem. I saw a fella shoot a nail through his hand. Excuse me, through his hand one time with a nail gun, and he took a tube of super glue and squirted it till it came out the other side, and said, "All right, let's get back to work." I said, "Okay." Damn. Some people. And in case you didn't, know we're looking at Mudflood, that would be evidence of Mudflood right there. I mean, seriously, look at that. Look at that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense at all? I mean, I wish I could see the doors right here. That makes sense to anybody. Come on now. Come on. Got the doors filled there. I mean, who builds like this? And their antenna. I mean, it's comical at this point. You look at this enough, and you'll just start chuckling every time you look at these pictures, because it's just like the bullshit just rises. It's just so obvious. Oh, come on. Long Acre, Times Square, New York, 1908. And, you know, in case you didn't know, Fred's on job as usual. Got Wilbur with him again. Oh, Rothschilds. Oh, okay. Old Red Shield's in town. L.H. Rothschild Company. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Rothschild. Big says go fuck yourself. Did you hear me? You want me to say it again? Shit. Ether antennas. Cupola. Portals. Scrubbed cartouches. Lady in uniform. That's Boss Man right there. He's got him a boater hat on today. Ladies in uniform. Boy, they's just trucking down the road right there. That thing bad. Whoa! That a Griffin? Hey, Griffin. What's going on, Griffin? What you got going on? Tartaria. In case you don't know. Look at all the portholes on that thing. See they could open them up? I think that's part of the air conditioning system. Free air conditioning. Run that through your brain for a minute. Free heating and cooling. Just imagine. Free heating and cooling. Yeah, they didn't want us to have that. No. Hell no. Why would they want us to have free heating and cooling when they could charge us a bunch of money? And they like money. Reminds me of that movie, Idiocracy. I like money. Look at that. There's photoshopping right there. How about that? How you like them apples? Look, they photoshopped that right there. That street light. Why'd they do that? That's photoshopping. Why did they do that? What are they hiding? I mean, there's another one right here. Why would you cover this one up and not that one? Yeah, come on now. Yeah, there's Macy's. I think that's Macy's. Anyways, moving on. Lower Manhattan, 1903, New York Stock Exchange, Wall Street. And we got pavement light in the stairs here. Lemonade, 5 cents. Now see, there's the deal. J.P. Morgan, go fuck yourself. Yeah, globalist prick. 1873, my ass. You stole that building, and you know it. Tartarian lions all the way across the New York Stock Exchange. And this is very interesting to me. You know, you look at the New York Stock Exchange, and this is what you think of when you think of the New York Stock Exchange. Tell the truth. You've seen this building before. It's been in movies. It's been on TV. They show it in the news all the time. That could be the Sub Rosa right there. Right there, too. Don't know. Hard to tell. But it's a brick building. It's all brick. All brick. It's got facade. Yep, it's all facaded. Mudflood hole right there. Mudflood hole. Mudflood doors. Another mudflood hole there. Coal hole cover there. Looks like Phoenician wave. It looks like he's on a cell phone. Ether light right there. Anywho, New York, 1905, City Hall Post Office, designed by Alfred Mullett, completed 1880 and demolished in 1939. Yes! I love it when they demolish beautiful buildings. I mean, ugly buildings. Excuse me. I mean, that building's just ugly as shit. I'm so glad they got rid of that. That makes my damn day. So I've been hoping to find a demolished building. There's Fred. Fred is on the job. Fred, you built this piece of shit. I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of you, Fred. I really am. Whatever. I can't believe Fred would build such a building like that. I mean, just unbelievable. And then take to 1939 to get it gone. Would it take you 60 years delivering the coal right there? That's how they delivered it. They pulled up and dumped it over and then shoveled it into the coal holes, which is why I say coal hole covers. Look at the detail there. Good grief. That just keeps on going up. Up, up, up. Well, now that we're up, let's look at the ether antenna there. Coppola, Phoenician lady. There she is again. She likes to show up. Eagle. Eagle's a phoenix. Porthole. More portholes. Ladies in waiting? I don't know. Da-dee-da. Some sort of flower. Crappy awnings. I mean, damn, I'm so glad they got rid of this building. Another Eagle Phoenix. I mean, why would it take you 60 years to get rid of this? I mean, clearly this needed to go immediately with eagles on it. I mean, come on. Should have gone within, a week. They should have built this and realized it was a piece of shit and destroyed it. I mean, that's how I'd have done it. But I don't get a choice here. New York, 1905, New Amsterdam Theater. Wow. Got an old world fire hydrant there. I believe the fire hydrant systems were in place already. Mudflood hole there. Wow, look at that. I mean, seriously, who builds like that? Mr. Contractor, did you build like that? Think about that, please. Think about your answer, Mr. Contractor. Did you build trapdoors? Did you put pavement light in there? Now, you might have put pavement light in there because you had to cover up what you did here. Seriously? What are you doing, Mr. Contractor? Why would you do that? Why you got to put pavement light out here? So all this is hollow now. That's coal hole cover with pavement light in it. Right there. That's a rarity. Don't see many of those. I don't know why, but you just don't see many. New Amsterdam. Ether lights there. To let. So they're trying to. Look how dirty that is right there. I mean, I know it's New York, but in 1905? Dinner, 25 cents. Now that's a deal. Wow. Whoa. That is just purty. Oh, what in the world? Got a face mask. Looks like a dragon there. There's the armor with nobody in it. I forget what they call that. Old Martin talks about that. manless armor or something. I don't know. Looks like the Phoenician lady, maybe. I don't know. Hard to tell. Sun symbology there. Not sure what that is. Could be a lion. Not sure. Boy, this got some grotesque looking faces. What in the world? David's on top of this building? What in the world? We would have added the horseshit sign. Definitely didn't do the ether antenna or the ether fencing. That's weird. Huh. We've done something here. It's tearing up. So this is facade right here. There's brick behind that. I mean, just look at that. That is just crazy. There's Boss Man right there selling Adirondines. Of course, these are mock-ups. These are copies of what are the real Adirondines. I can't even say the word. The things that go in the fireplaces. Adirondack. I can't say it. The damn things go in the fireplaces. I'm tired. Excuse me. Those are were part of the free energy heating and cooling system. But not these. These are mock-ups, but these are fake. We put wood on them and then burned in the old ether fireplaces, and that wasn't good. Let's see what we got going on here. A rose looking window. Alright, wow. Okay, New York, 1911, inspection room of Ellis Island. And I just thought this was interesting that the first thing these people would see when they came into America was flat earth asterisks. Yep, right there. All over. They're going to make sure that they knew where they came from, where they're going to. And something that I really need to look more into this, but it's my understanding that there were different classes of people, and the lower classes had to go through Ellis Island, but the upper classes just trotted on through. And that there's a lot to be said about the hanky-panky that goes on right there. I mean, there's something to flush out there, I think. Anyways, that requires further more detailed research. Newburgh, New York, 1906, Post Office and 2nd Street. And first thing I notice is little creepy girls that are creeping me out. I'm not going to look at them anymore. And let's go over here and see what we got. Big old ether light per D. What is that? What kind of critter is that? What is that? Kind of looks like part of a griffin, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Can't tell. Got an arc light there. Creepy girls. Okay. Mudflood. I mean, seriously, Mudflood much? Anyone? I mean, seriously, we built like this on purpose? I mean, what'd we do? Hey, Fred, what'd we do? Smoke a bunch of dope and then go build buildings on a hill and then half submerged underground? I mean, seriously? What do we do here? I mean, what's the being? Oh, they built on a hill. That's okay, fine, but why do you put the windows and the doors below ground? What's the point? I mean, it's so stupid. I mean, it just don't make any sense. The water's gonna run down right in your window. It's retarded. Palace Hotel, New Montgomery Street, San Francisco, in the aftermath of the DEW attack and fire from the DEW attack on April 18th, 1906 in San Francisco. San Francisco treat. And look at there. What you got? What is that? Think that might be Mudflood windows and doors right there? Could be. These old Tartarian buildings. They had to get rid of San Francisco. See, there's facading right there. Great example of facade. These buildings are brick. Everything's brick. Everything. Well, everything built of stone. No, they're not built of stone. They're facaded. Up your freaking eyes, man. That is brick. Brick. You know, I think it's interesting. I mean, all these buildings collapse due to heat. I mean, seriously, take an example. Go look at a blacksmith shop and look what he's got his furnaces built out of. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there. Look at that. Got arches inside that have been blocked up. How about that? Yeah, San Francisco had to go. It was serious old world. And it's interesting, being closer to the actual land of Tartaria, it makes you wonder if these buildings were actually the most beautiful of all the buildings from the Tartarian builders. This one's been vanilla skied. And vanilla sky is when they go in and they scrape off the negative. These are glass negatives now. They're on glass, so they just go in there and scrape them off. Look at the size of those arches. I mean, seriously, look at this little midget fellow right here. He's your size, by the way. And he built this, supposedly, for himself. Because that makes sense. Look at the symmetry. Oh my gosh. Incredible. Yeah, they had to get rid of San Francisco. There was too much they couldn't hide. That's old world brick right there. Was it a quadruple I-beam? Huh. You can see a lot of things in these destruction photos. You can see a lot of how the buildings were constructed. I love watching videos of building old. Well, don't love it because it sucks because they're being demolished. But it's interesting to me to watch. It's actually very sad to watch these things being demolished. But anyways, to watch these old Tartarian buildings being demolished. Look how vanilla skied that is right there. Anyways, to watch them being demolished. That's odd right there. Because you can see so many things in them of how they were constructed. Incredible. Philadelphia, circa 1910, City Hall. And this statue right here, just so you know, is about 35 feet tall, I believe. Just to give you an idea how freaking big this building is. It's massive. Got your Eagle, which would be a Phoenix clock. Clocks are expensive. There's 4. Possibly have a bell in there, and I believe that this tower, this portion here and here, would be part of the air conditioning system, along with the portholes right here. And it helped the air move through the building. And there's the Phoenician woman, Phoenician shell, ether antenna. Got people sitting on the roof there, old statues holding up the roof. Just incredible building. Absolutely amazing. This is like Wonderland shit right here, man. This doesn't even make sense. I mean, seriously. There's Fred. Fred's the horse built America, in case you didn't know. And look at the juxtaposition, this dude right here to that building. I mean, how about that shot? or maybe that shot. I mean, come on, man. How's this little sapsucker supposed to build this thing? Kiss my ass. I'm sorry. You got to be falling off the first banana boat that came to town to believe that shit. Mudflood windows. So this sucker goes down in the ground. That ain't even the whole building. That matter of fact, don't it look short? Looks a little short, don't it? Because it goes in the ground. This is City Hall. What the hell could you possibly need to do in City Hall with ether lights outside your building? What could you possibly need to do in this building? There's a monument to Fred right there. There's another monument to Fred. Fred was an important horse. I'm telling you. That building back there. That's a doggone piece of work in itself. I mean, then I can't do it. I gotta move on. I can't do it. Richmond, Virginia, circa 1910, Masonic Temple. Okay. See how this building's a little bit plainer? This is what I'm talking about. I mean, this is a nice building, don't get me wrong. But it is not as nice as the other one. This is more what I consider what a standard Masonic building would have looked like. Ether antenna. I believe these at one time were part of the air conditioning system. This and this. These turrets here. Arched windows. This is a Moorish building. Moors were in America. Y'all go check out Dane Calloway's channel. Now, Dane Calloway, he ain't put 2 and 2 together yet. He ain't figured out the Mudflood yet. He don't know nothing about that. I've tried to tell him, but he ignored me. You know how they do. These channels that they ignore any other research but themselves, and they don't look at any other theories, not knowing, understanding that other theories can join with yours and actually make your theory even better. But anyways, Dane Calloway channel, go check him out. He is dealing with the black folk that were in America prior to white folk arriving. So go check that out. Mudflood windows, in case you need those. I mean, if you come here to see some Mudflood, I'm gonna show it to you. You know, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's up to no good. I don't know what that fella's up to. When you mess with him, there's that's probably part of the air conditioning system right there. Ether antenna. I mean, wow. There's Fred. Fred's on the job. He's getting the Fredin done. A tonic. Okay, whatever. Malt whiskey. Got line on the fountain. Looks like that one's been ripped off. Looks like something was down here. But what I find is interesting is there's a light bulb on the fountain. So which came first, the electricity or the fountain? Or how did they wire that? There's no wires going to it. So that means the wire goes through it. So if this was done in horse and cart time, why is there electricity on it? I'm just saying there's a little something going on there. Just pointing it out. I don't know the answer. There's those weird balls, by the way. I don't know what those are, but I see them all over the place. And I do believe a lot of them were removed. I found a museum with a bunch of them in it. And St. Louis, Missouri, circa 1906 exhibition building. And we'll show Faust. And look at the size of those doors. My goodness. Massive. Opera. Who the hell wants to go to opera? I can't get over that. They had an opera troupe come to my school when I was in 3rd grade, and I ain't never been the same since. Hated opera ever since. Can't stand it. Sorry. Opera fans, I'm sorry. I don't like country either. I'm not just singling out opera. I don't like country either. It's okay if you like country. That's okay. Everybody likes different things. Phoenician shell. Ether and Tenor Mercury Ball. Fine arts. We probably wrote that in there. Diamond symbology. Looks like a circumpunct. Looks like a rose window. Boss man. Jeez, I mean, this thing is massive. Arc light. Just a massive structure. This falls under, I don't know what the hell this thing is category. I don't know. It's above my pay grade. Storage reservoir for what used to be called city gas or coal gas, as opposed to the natural and LP gas that we use now. This is in 1912. Doesn't tell where. Now, I don't know what this does. I have no idea. I just found this picture and I thought it super freaking weird. I thought maybe somebody would know what it is, how it works, what it does. I mean, it looks dug out. Why would they do that? Look, I mean, seriously? Why didn't you just build it up here? I mean, okay, maybe it needed to be flat to the ground. Why didn't you find a place that's flatter on the ground? I don't know. Just seems strange. That's interesting. Got a ladder going up to their chimney. Huh. That's funny. What it got going on back here? Can't see a whole lot of interesting stuff. Look at that. Arched windows all over that old ass building. That doesn't make any sense. I just don't know what the hell to make of this thing. I don't know. Somebody tell me. Toledo, Ohio, 1905, NASB building. There's Fred. Fred's on the job as usual. Got a barber pole with a mud flood hole there. Go down and get your hair cut in the dark because you know you're going underground. Arc light. That's pavement light right there. Hard to tell it, but it is. Another drop in the mud flood right there. More pavement light right there. I mean, Mudflood windows. Look at that. There's ground level there, and they're digging this out here. How you like them apples? Cremo. Turkish bath. Woohoo! Okay. That's pretty. These things are interesting. Looks like it's been scrubbed. I wonder if these are capacitors. Here's some more of the air conditioning system here. This business up here, the cupola. I believe that was part of the air conditioning system. I do believe. I got to make sure to put that link in the description. If I forget, somebody remind me and I'll add it later. I will try. That's a Tartarian line right there. Wow, look at the intricacy of that. Whoa. Whoa. We got pavement light right there on the front. Got a little trap door into the underground there. All this is hollow under here. Okay, you see pavement light, it's hollow under it. Okay. There's the Pooper Scooper Man's cart. I don't know where Pooper Scooper Man is. He's out Pooper Scoopering. In case anybody's concerned about that, that's prism glass right there on the front up on the transom. Got porthole with the Vesica Pisces right there in the symbology there. Portholes there. Oh, castle. In case you need a castle in Toledo. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh man, I wish that sign went there because I see some business going on there. You can tell there's some hanky panky right behind that sign right there. You could see down the drop. Well, maybe next time. Okay, this is Washington, D.C., main reading room of the Library of Congress, Thomas Jefferson Building. And, man, seriously, I mean, what can you even say about that? I've never been to the Library of Congress, but I don't think I'd want to read a book. If I was in that room, I'd want to look at the ceiling. I mean, seriously? What a freaking room, man. Right there. Looks like a... Yeah, that's a flat earth asterisk right there. How about that? Clocks are expensive. That's interesting. Wish I could see that better. Wow. Whoa. That's super crazy. I'm just dumbfounded and awestruck right now. That could be the Sub Rosa there. Man. Damn. We taste the spices of Arabia, yet never feel the scorching sun which brings them forth. The hell are you talking about? Okay, anyways. I don't know, some kind of esoteric mumbo jumbo. Got eagle, otherwise known as a phoenix. There's more eagles, phoenixes, phoenix all over the place. Can't read that one. Jeez. Of law there can be no less acknowledged than that her voice is the harmony of the world. Okay. I think that is a sub rosa. A sub rosa is a symbol for or a sub rosa, or it's called I think the secret of the rose, or secret rose, or something like that. Anyways, if you see this in a building, or usually it's inside, but a lot of times it could be outside too. But basically, it means keep your damn mouth shut. It means what's said here stays here. It's a esoteric secret symbol for shut your damn mouth. That's what that means. It's a secret symbol. That's a Phoenician shell. Another Phoenician shell. That does look like a sub rosa to me. And basically just means keep your mouth shut. Whatever we talk about here stays here. Okay, anyways, and got a little surprise for you. Boom. Hoorah! And get you a different perspective. Very cool. Whole different perspective, isn't it? Somebody spent a lot of time working on this. Lower lethal control. It's hard to read those. One God, one law, one element, and one far-off divine event to which the whole creation moves. Well, that says a lot right there. And that's very important to understand. One God. You know, there's one God, people. And I'm not talking about there's one God, Allah is him. No. I'm saying there's one God. I don't care if you call God Allah or Bob. Okay? It's one God. Period. It's not debatable. It's not open for discussion. That's the facts. That's the truth. One God. Doesn't matter what you call it. It's not a he, it's not a she. Griffins, Tartarian griffins. Right there. That's what it looks like. And these look like griffins with heads, which is a different symbol. I can't remember what that one means. There's a lot of symbology in these things. Good grief. I highly suggest you go and look at these and, you know, see what you can find. Sub rosa, keep your mouth shut. Except I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to show you Wayne County and Home Savings Bank, Detroit, Michigan between 1900 and 1920. And do you see anything weird here? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller. Does anyone see anything that looks out of place? Looks weird, strange? Well, let's investigate. Pavement light right there. Shoe shine 5 cents. Got your dentist. And we added that big old ugly sign, that's for sure. Okay. What you got there? That's paint. To look like clouds, I guess. But that's not what I was going to show you. That's not what's real interesting, I think. We'll get there. I'll take my time. Look at the size of that arch. My goodness. Got some Photoshop in here. See that right there? That's Photoshop. See that right there? It's Photoshop. They're hiding out those lines. Phoenician wave right there. Got more Photoshop right here. It's been painted right here. See that? More lines being painted. More. See that? Photoshop right there. Oh, and there too. There. See that? Oh, that's Photoshopping. That could be the Sub Rosa again. Right there, but I'm not sure. That's weird looking right there. Very strange. This is weird here. This has been painted on right here at the top of this building. See that? Why would you do that? What's the... They painted... Excuse me. They painted this. See all that paint in there? That's Photoshopping. That is old Photoshopping. They didn't have computers. Okay, now. This is where what I thought was really weird. That's painted right there. And you know what's going on here? Follow this line. See this line right here? Let's follow this line up. Hey, deer heads. Let's follow the line up. See that line right there? See that line? See that line? See that line? Keep following that line up. Following that line up. Up, 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 up. Going up, going up, going up. Keep following the line up. Keep going up, 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 up. Keep going up, going up. It's a big ass building. Good grief. Oh, getting to the top here. Getting to the big top. Oh, 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 oh. Getting up. Oh, 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 oh. See? They photoshopped that whole building into the picture. See? Why'd they do that? Hiding out power lines here. More of that Photoshop and paint there, like clouds looking. That's what it looks like to me. Got Photoshop in here with the paint. So, another Photoshopped image. Anyways, there's another interesting find. I'm gonna go dig it again. This Big's out.
Say woof again! Say woof again!
I've got one that can see.
This is my kung fu, and it is strong.
See you later.